All right, let's get started. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. It's Hal Sparks, Mega Worldwide. Like, subscribe, give a thumbs up, support the show. Oh, my Lord. Can I just say, it's good to be with you. It's good to be around you. It's good to be near you. It's good to share this moment with you. You know, there's some tough stuff going on. We'll get to the fact that Kilmar Abrego Garcia is back in the country, and he will be, like, they just announced charges against him for all kinds of stuff, which the way the charges were announced will pretty much guarantee, even if he's guilty, he will probably get off, which is these dunderheads not being able to do their job. But how hard was it to just give the guy due process so that the rest of us don't have to worry about it, and so that we can know that if somebody was sent someplace, you know, they were done so on purpose and for a real reason. Thank you. What's grokking on today? Oh, pie face. The grok is having a good time. I don't know why I turned into Jeff Goldblum, except for the fact that as the greatest live stream in the history of live streams, I have won the Jeff Goldblum Chaos Theory live stream award every single year since the invention of the award by me. I invented it myself. But hey, if Rand Paul can give himself a certificate of achievement from an optometry board that he created out of thin air, sure, why not? I'll tell you what the problem is. I can win the Jeff Goldblum Award. So lots to get to today. Holy smokes. First of all, let's bring in the chat because you guys are wonderful. And thank you ahead of time for the super chats and the memberships and all the kind of lovelies that you do to support the show. Thank you so much. I think there's even a goal in the chat. Is the goal working? Does it work? Make a super chat for the tip super chat deal and I start the goal. Yes. Set a timer. Let's see. Let's see. Members will get a what? Let's see. Share how you'll celebrate with an amazing stream as always. I don't know. I don't know to set these things up. Okay. Exclamation point. So a bunch of that. Starting the goal. There we go. Oh, what the hell? Anyway, I'm using every tool at my to keep the show afloat. By God. And thank you guys for reading. By the way, there are so many members now on the YouTube side that we're starting to look like the Twitch stream with all the color and the bombast. It's lovely. Thanks, Josh. Look at that for appreciate it. See, we say I love you and thank you to the people who support the show. If you can't do it, don't worry about it. But when somebody does support the show, let them know how much you appreciate it. I will do my best, but I will also be doing the show. So that's why we're all here. So forgive me if I breeze by them and don't allow people to super chat their way into the conversation, which is another problem I have with another bunch of streamers, but that's not important. Also, my headphones died because I had left them unplugged. When I rewired everything, I took out the, Paul, okay, so Lisa Mia Moore, thank you so much. But Hal, do you love me? I've been sick at home in bed this whole week. Absolutely, Paul. I'm glad to be here with you, and I'm glad to be digitally here, so I can't catch whatever you got. But I hope you heal well. And we all do. So thank you, Lisa Mia Moore. Oh, my God. So, yeah, thank you guys for doing that, for throwing some love in the chat room to people who gift on the show. It means a lot. All right. Now, him. So I got to say, it's been really hard to pare down the stuff to look at as these people have continued to farting panic. Having access to, the SCOTUS Doge thing, we'll get to that as well. I have to say, though, I'm less worried about that right now because I have a feeling that internal backlash being what it is, that it's already going to be, there's a high chance that Trump could use something to throw Musk in jail. It'd just be, please, just let it roll for a minute. I'm not afraid of them knowing anything currently right now because there's nothing they can do with it if they don't have a business in 2 years. So, oh, so good. All right, now let's jump into what we're seeing today because there's a whole heck of a lot. Now, That's the Steve Bannon one. There's a bunch of stuff. So there's Steve Bannon, as these guys, Peanut Butter Dickhead, and their guys discussing whether they're Team Elon or Team Trump. That was from today. I don't know what the fuck Tim Pool is on, and neither does he. There was something with Russell Brand. By the way, when I clicked on that link, that's what brought me to this CSL, not that post, the word post that you put up. But I was looking for it, and I can't find it. I don't know where it would be in this thing. Is it on his homepage or something? You guys sitting here. Shut up. Yeah, I don't, like I'll bring it down. I'll show everybody what our dear beloved CSL had found from Russell Brand, which was, in and amongst all this awful. I have to scroll through and find it now because it was way back in the back. Or was it? Did I scroll right by it? I did. I moved right past it. Trump just dropped a new response. Can we grab that real quick? Was that on the tarmac? Was that one of he was talking? Okay, so this is OAN dealing with it. Boy, they had a good time. It has gotten ugly. I got news for you. It was always ugly, stupid. You're just starting to notice, I would like to point out. Yeah. They're both ugly. You're ugly. The whole thing's ugly. Fiscal fight. I think it's like. I think they're trying to make a fist fight reference. Yeah. Yes. Thank you for the support. So lovely. We'll see if we can find that VJ Kodak. If you can send Andrea a link or something like that, and we'll see which one you're talking about. Was it a post? Was it a Truth Social post? Truth Sinkhole. Then there's Higby saying, bury the hatchet. Everybody's trying to patch this shit up. Are the rumors true? Yes. Donald Trump was friends with Jeffrey Epstein from 1985 to 2004, and he had no fucking idea the guy was a pedophile. Elon's lost it. This is what Trump tells Peter Doocy. This is in line with, I think, probably, I haven't watched any of these. We're watching them together. Why the Trump-Musk rift is not unexpected, says Hannity. Why? Because they both got big egos. That's how it works. I don't know. The big beautiful beef. I don't know. This is an attempt, to slather on this shit. They cannot enjoy spackling. It's on Truth Sinkhole. Okay, yeah. Everyone's trying to go. It's nothing. It's nothing. It's nothing. That's the next plan. So let me see real quick, because let's see. I think we have a Truth Sinkhole. Yeah, there it is. So let's see what Trump just said. Oh, wow. This let it float. Here you go. Comes. I was hired to lead Jeffrey Epstein's defense as his criminal lawyer 9 days before he died. He sought my advice for months before that. I can say authoritatively, unequivocally, and definitively that he had no information to hurt President Trump. I specifically asked him, hey, have you got anything we can use against Trump? We could get you out of here. And then he was like, 9 days later, he was dead. Dude, you asked him that question, and 9 days later, they didn't give him time to go, actually, I think there might be a... Yes, I saw that feud, but I saw that he hadn't written anything on his channel, CSL, but that text that he had on there, it only shows up in the Discord. That's all right. I'll grab it as a screen grab. Hold on. Let me just do that. Because I'll show everybody his while he's doing this stupid shit. While all this stuff is I don't think there's anything important going on. Well, you could be watching corporate propaganda. We're all living through a time of incredible change and opportunity. But I'd like to know. Shut the fuck up. What a disgusting prick. Anyways, speaking of disgusting prick, yes, David Schoen, you asked your client if he had any dirt on Donald Trump that he could use to get him out. He said no, and 9 days later he was dead. Just in time for him to not be able to go back on that. Holy shit. That's what Trump posted? And what was the last time? It's time to, let's see. He retweeted Roger Stone. I'm pleased to announce Secretary of Treasury will be meeting in London on my verse with representatives from China with reference to the trade deal. This meeting should go very well. Right. Just inspected the site of the new ballroom that will be built. Compliments the man who's in the White House for 150 years. Presidents, many others walked into this beautiful ballroom, but it was never got built because nobody previously had any knowledge or experience of doing such a thing. I do. Oh my God. Gross. And that's it. Like, stop asking how much people like this should be taxed. Start asking why these people waste so much tax money. Wow. And that's somebody else's post. That's not from Trump's directly. That's just into the feed to cover for the fact that there ain't a lot of shit in there. No, that's a repost. That one's not. Some stuff, yeah, there's the D-Day thing. The rest of it's just like, great job numbers, stock market big times. At the same time, billions pouring in from tariffs. Exclamation point. This is 8 hours and I go, oh, not true. If too late at the Fed would cut, we would reduce interest rates long, short term. Is costing country for borrowing costs should be much lower. Right. Too late at the Fed is like too late Powell. Like, that's what he keeps trying to do, and that's his nickname. He used to be good at this. It just sucks. Or allegedly good at this. It was what he did was, the reason people think he was good at nicknames is because he was good at cheap shots, and that that other people just wouldn't take because you'd have to be a low res scumbag to try to even talk like that about somebody in at least a presidential candidacy. And he jumped right to it. So whatever. Anyways, America's hot. 6 months ago, it was cold as ice. I don't know what that whole thing. Ice and cold as hot. I don't know why he thinks that's a thing. And is this the info for the America 250?
I am thrilled to invite everyone to an unforgettable celebration, one like you've never seen before. On Saturday, June 14th, which is Flag Day, we are honoring the 250th anniversary of the greatest fighting force in history, the United States Army. We will celebrate a spectacular military parade in Washington, D.C., like no other.
Yeah, I'm not even Catholic. I'm going to go see the Pope.
For 2.5 centuries, the men and women of America's
I'm kidding. Nerd Haaland is playing that day. Something truly patriotic.
Army have dominated our enemies and protected our freedom at home. This parade salutes our soldiers' remarkable strength and unbeatable spirit. You won't want to miss it. Just don't miss this one. It's going to be good. Thundering tanks and breathtaking flyovers will roar through our capital city. Monster
truck, wrestling announcers, world's biggest teabag. Why is he slurring? Because he gacked up on Adderall before he had to record these things, because that's what he used to do on The Apprentice, probably. And probably about the Adderall, definitely what he did on The Apprentice, yeah. And then that many stimulants make your mouth water, I guess, yeah.
As nearly 7,000 soldiers.
Wow, time for the next goal already? Oh my God.
March in.
Love you guys.
Historic uniforms from every major war since the Revolution.
Great. So we can have a bunch of fucking tea partiers and tricorn hats walking around.
Join us for this once-in-a-lifetime celebration. I think it's going to be better and bigger than any parade we've ever had in this country. Reserve your spot now at America250.org. America250.org. I hope.
.ugh.
Hope to see you there.
You will definitely not see me there.
I'm going to be there. I'll be watching the entire event. It's going to be
right. What do you think you'd be doing? Working?
Be something very, very special. I don't think we've ever done one quite like this. We're going to be celebrating the Army and our military. Thank you very much.
Jesus. Hard sell. God damn. Yeah, sorry. That was, you're right. That was a belated nut warning. I apologize. Let's see. Four bulls. This is the gold something. I don't know. Turning against me. Okay, so that was where we were yesterday. All right, now I don't like. It's so hard to choose. It's so hard to choose which one. Oh my God. All right, let's jump over here because the behind the scenes story is, and it's funny that fucking Jimmy Dore over here is now Peter Thiel is going to take over for Donald Trump. Dude, you give a fuck. You even vote. And the idea is that like Vance and all these guys, this is Musk's end run around him. Is this the idea? I'm the title and the thumbnail, quite frankly, reek of something that I've forgotten his name. The fucking asshole that's on his show, the slathering anger monster that he has, the Muppet that he puts graphics over his face. Whatever that.
Small business owners can save up to 20% on business insurance with
Don't doubt it.
Fiverr.com. Click or call.
Yeah, probably. There's always
Small business owners can save up to 20% on business insurance with Fiverr.com.
Right, I don't know who these
What
are.
do you think about the use of artificial intelligence or lavender by the IDF in identifying how
like, huh? This video. What are you doing? What that girl said.
Musk targets? And secondly, do you agree with Elon Musk about that the population decline is
I tell you, whatever you're playing is clearly meant to be a propaganda video for whoever's posting it. That's what the weird, creepy music is about. You're not just playing the clip of the girl saying it. You're playing the like compilation track shit that they always throw in.
risk for humanity?
Look at that.
Look, I'm not, without going into all the I'm not on top of all the details of what's going on in Israel because my bias is to defer to Israel.
I don't even know why that's a thing. Like, what was that clip supposed to show?
You made a short documentary. Now, this is about 10 minutes long. I'm going to play it. I wanted to just play
Oh, my God. You're not going to play... This is his show now? He's just going to play other people's content in a small window while he goes, eh?
clip of it, but it's very powerful, and I think it's what people need to hear. And
Right, which is obviously not your show, someone else's programming. Gotcha.
to understand what's exactly going on.
Exactly.
And when I say that your country's being run by a handful of billionaires, this is exactly what I'm talking about. So let's watch this, because everybody had high hope for J.D. Vance. And
What? No, they did not. What the fuck are you talking about? No one had high hopes for fucking J.D. Vance. What? I'm sorry. Is this where we find out that adding J.D. Vance to the ticket was what brought fucking Jimmy Dore over and had him vote for Trump?
Donald Trump, that they were actually the enemies of the deep state.
Don't tell me he still thinks there's a deep state. All right.
And that the deep state was working against them. Well, now with Dan Bongino and Kash Patel going along with every garbage theory about the deep state, and that they're closing down the investigation into the assassination attempt, we now know that those things were not on what they appeared to be. And just same thing with Jeffrey Epstein. So the Trump administration is not what they appeared to be. And
What are you talking about? They're exactly what they appeared to be. Criminal assholes who want power strictly to enrich themselves and their friends. Yeah, I'm the deep state.
there is Dan Bongino and Kash Patel or any of those people in the, right now, the FDA.
Wait a minute. This fucking Marxist millionaire is upset that he's being let down by Bongholio and Kash Patel and Trump and Vance? So can we just let the ship sail that this motherfucker cares about Social Security or Medicare or Medicaid or housing or lowering defense spending, all the things the Democrats ran on and actually fucking did? And he was like, these people are evil. And then he's like, but maybe Trump will fix this. And then they come in, they do the exactly what they said they were going to do. Deporting people without due process, ramping up spending the first $1 trillion defense spending, cutting Medicare, cutting Medicaid, cutting Social Security, ending fair housing, the Department of Education. Jesus Christ. Is this motherfucker still calling himself left at all? I think he does. That's the weird part.
I still recommend.
One of the weird parts.
COVID boosters, just so you know. So they're not what they claim to be. But here's this is going to make it clear for people. Here we go.
Thank you very much. Wow. Donald Trump's second term is off to a controversial start, with his supporters celebrating his executive orders to free Ross Ulbricht, end funding for schools requiring COVID-19 injections, calling for releasing the JFK, MLK, and RFK files, and ending support for U.S. aid.
So that's what we thought was coming.
No, we didn't. That was the blather. That was the bullshit. And you were like, even if you thought like they're going to do that, they're going to get rid of COVID mandates for school kids if there's an outbreak. And by the way, that's the only reason they did it. And they're going to release all this funding and kill USAID. And you're like, okay, I'll take that, even if they extrajudicially scoop up brown people and chuck them out into a fucking gulag in El Salvador, even if they cut Medicare, Medicaid, Social Security, even if they end fair housing, even if they attack the Civil Rights Act, even if they scoop out every DEI protection that was there, leveling the playing field for disenfranchised workers and people of color in the government and elsewhere. Jesus Christ. And you're like, well, I don't have a problem with that part. As long as they do this dippy shit that I got to say either doesn't chart or is awful, I'm okay with them doing all that other stuff. Never mind Trump Gaza.
We were all on board for all. Donald Trump's the big fighter against the deep state.
The big fighter about the deep state.
And all things like that. Well,
and all things like that. I'm sorry, was there surgery and his brain was swapped with MTG and they both got dumber somehow?
Guess what happened?
Okay, that solves that problem.
However, while the MAGA movement cheers Trump for moving at a rapid pace, many of his supporters appear to be turning a blind eye to the influence of Peter Thiel and the other technocrats. Who is Peter Thiel and what is a technocrat? Let's dive in.
Let's dive in. It's super scary. And you better watch out because it's super scary. This is all the stuff that I've been talking about for a while and everybody was mentioning. Like last year when he was added to the fucking ticket, and you're like, whatever.
In the early 20th century, a movement began to develop around a political theory known as technocracy, a system wherein management of governments is
Yeah, I talked about this shit fucking months ago.
handled by technical experts, often involving technology-focused solutions. Early proponents of technocracy claimed that the concept would lead to better management of resources and the protection of the planet.
Is that, again, that's Jimmy's show now. Play videos and go,
However, this system of governance by technological experts and their technology would also involve a loss of privacy, as well as centralization of power and the management of all human behavior.
Also, vertical stripes on electrical cables and to make them look slimmer. Yeah. See that? Do you see the old stock footage and now it's mixed with new stock footage? Huh?
So this is not a new thing.
What was your first clue? The Model T?
But now
that's not a new thing. It's like a shitty old thing. It's another dumb idea from the 1800s and the 1900s that we passed on.
Figured out a way to seize power, and they've done it. So this is not a new thing. This is an idea that's been around for a long time.
Right. And, well, not even that long. Like, what, 3/4 of a century, I guess? As far as, like, political philosophy, it's fairly new. I mean, it was born out of the industrial age. It would kind of have to be. But the idea that there should be a group of sort of smart overlords is the root of the Senate in Roman times.
Though the term appears to have been largely forgotten, the technocratic philosophy and influence can be seen everywhere in our modern digital world.
Yes, look at the traffic. Look at that. It's staring at us. It's checking our license plates to see if we're actually registered to drive our cars. I love how that one glows. Like, yeah, that's what they do. They all look like something out of a fucking Disney film.
Already beginning to arrive at the huge civic auditorium, where a large receptive audience turned out to hear Howard Scott as he warned of an impending crisis in America's domestic and foreign affairs.
One of the most influential proponents of technocracy was a man named Howard Scott.
Again, that's the fucking show now. All right, we've already seen this technocracy shit. Like, we know what this is. Like, that's... we'll come back to that later. It's just... what an asshole.